For the guys who couldn't come back, you owe it to them to get your stuff fixed.
I've never been to a psychiatrist, a psychologist, and he put me at rest right away. And he would bring things up that you'd never recognize, never realize that are happening. He'd say, when you go to dinner with your wife, do you sit with your back to the wall? Yeah. Do you know why you do that? And then he'd explain it.
After seeing the psychologist at the VA, I started seeking mental health treatment. I'd never even told anyone how I ended up pregnant back then or what happened to me until I met with that psychologist who said, clearly you're doing okay, you haven't fallen apart, you're not hiding in a closet or depressed, but one day you will be if you don't deal with this.
I ended up in this place and I fought it hard, you know. And so I went to the head psychiatrist there and I said, here's what they told me. He says, here's the deal. I have no idea who I'm talking to. You get straight and sober for 6 months and I'll give you an analysis then. It was the best advice I ever got. So it took me a while to get completely straight, but finally I did. And when that 6-month period came around, I was back to me.
I remember sitting in that chair the first time, and he said, "You're going to be a better man because of this." And I sort of, sloughed it off. But I didn't realize that this purging of the things that I'd experienced, of the things that I was feeling, was therapy.
People were so kind. And I talked to a psychologist who said, it might take you from like 12 to 17 sessions, but it'll help. We know it will. And I just thought, 12 to 17 sessions. Wow, that's not forever. There's the end. The end.
I wake up to this day depressed, but it goes away. I can deal with it. That's what he helped me do.
It's made it so I can actually talk about and tell you that it was military sexual trauma. I was totally in denial and blamed myself up until probably about a year ago. I mean, it took me that long, 11 years after the fact, before I could talk about it and even admit that it happened.
Nobody's going to peel those thoughts and memories out of your head. They're not going anywhere. And you can't drink them off, you can't smoke them off, you can't, run it off, you can't do any of that stuff.
There's always going to be problems in life. I mean, that's what life is. But you can eliminate some of those, or you can minimize some of those issues by looking for a program that can put you in touch with yourself.
There's nothing weak about saying, I need some help.
When you listen to those voices that you're affecting, that you love, then you don't have any choice but to at least go find out. Is there a problem that can be, rectified? The VA and the professionals there, I've had nothing but success. I've had nothing but like a love and a personal, connection with the people who are treating. They really go out of their way. I mean, the phone calls, the letters, everything. It's like they're really putting out that effort to say, hey, you're not alone. Come on in.